What's good, my Cappies? Capricorn gang, how y'all doing? I am about to do your very first monthly. You guys are part of this earth element, so you guys are going first. I am so excited to be getting these out around the astrological new year. So welcome. I hope all of you are doing well. I had a really bomb Capricorn season, so thank you for what y'all brought to the table. And I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. We're going to be doing a 5-card elemental spread. You'll have all 4 elements, and then you'll also have a spirit card. I will start with your spirit card. You are the only suit that I will pull cards for during. The other readings, I've already had the cards pulled out just to kind of gauge timing, but I think I can go ahead and pull your cards. For your spirit message, I am not surprised at all. You've got Ace of Pentacles. And in the earth element, we've got 8 of Wands. Water, you've got 8 of Swords. Air, you've got the Devil. And for fire, you've got the Page of Swords. So we're just going to go ahead, hop right on into your spirit message, which is Ace of Pentacles. So this card is very telling about who you are, Capricorn. I am very familiar with you, Capricorns. I was in a very long-term relationship with the Capricorn. Y'all definitely are all about money. You guys are definitely all about the coin. The Pentacle is law. When it comes to the Ace of Pentacles, prepare for newness. Prepare for a new opportunity. And what I mean by that is it's definitely going to present in the physical. This could be you having to move. This could be a new job. This could be just anything in the physical that is different from what you're already doing. When I pull this card, I oftentimes, excuse me. When I pull this card, it's big change. It's a lot of things that are new. It's a lot of that ace energy. So for you guys, it could be, again, like I said, moving to a new place, having someone move with you. You could be doing, like I said, some different changes at work, especially with everything that's going on now. So just keep that in mind, Capricorn. Try to also just remember these are gifts that are being given to you divinely. This Ace of Pentacles is, you can see it's almost in the shape of a sun. So it's like there is a brighter day no matter how shitty this new move might be or might seem at the time, or it could seem, great. Just keep in mind that this ace is a gift. It's actually pushing you into a new space so that you can thrive. In the earth element, 8 of Wands. I feel like since things are changing, this is a charge to just keep going. This typically is a card sometimes of travel, sometimes of, physically moving around, moving energy around. I feel more so that this is saying just keep going. You see she's on her motorcycle. Pardon me again. This is heading in a direction. You don't know where you're going, but you're getting the fuck up out of here, right? So in life, it could just be the energy of like, I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know where I'm going, but I know that I'm being forced to get up out of this position or this place that I'm in. Embrace that, hop on that motorcycle and go. If it's travel, obviously right now, no one's really traveling due to this virus or what have you. So with that in mind, how can you, is it astral travel? Are you, again, are you traveling to a new place to reside? Are you traveling somewhere new for work? How are you moving? What's going on? Everything that I'm talking about right now is definitely going to be seen in the physical. You will notice changes going on in your everyday life. Things that you can see, touch, hear, like all of the physical things in the 3D. That's what you're going to see, the shift and the change being, that's what's going to be affected by that change. All right, in the water element, 8 of Swords. If you look at this card, she's standing in a puddle of water. Capricorns, what's going on with y'all? Y'all sleepy? She's standing in a puddle of water. This is basically saying she has kind of locked herself in, and there's some emotional base to it. There are some emotions that you're standing on that you are really not letting yourself out of. You have plenty of swords around you. You have plenty of things that could free you from these bonds, from these chains, but there's something emotional that you're attached to. You also have your eyes closed to something. Her eyes are covered, which tells me that there's something that you're not willing to see, that you just literally cannot see. You're not being shown right now, or you feel like there's something that you can't see. Y'all. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry if y'all start yawning too. My bad. I don't know if it's just y'all heavy earth energy or what that is. That's rare for me. Also, I do know a lot of Capricorn, so y'all might be trying to tap in. Relax. Again, there's some emotional base that feels like you're trapped. It keeps you imprisoned. Some of you might feel a way about the fact that you actually are imprisoned in some way. This could be probation. This could be knowing you're going to jail, or you've been to jail and there is some sort of, emotion around that. This could be a physical entrapment. This could be some sort of emotional prison that you've locked yourself into. But again, there are swords around you. It's going to be up to you to try to untie yourself, get out of this position. Use those swords, to cut yourself up out of this emotionally based cell that you've put yourself in. Okay. With that said, the air element, you got the devil. Not only is this your card, Capricorn, but it does very much so talk about the chains and the bonds that kind of keep you trapped up, keep you tied up. And those chains can absolutely be emotions. You guys are trash at expressing emotions. I'm not saying that that's all of you, but a lot of Capricorns would much rather, I'm not going to express my emotions. I'm going to feel them, and I'm either going to drink, or I'm going to smoke, or I'm going to have sex. I'm going to do anything other than express these emotions. That's all good and fine until it's not. I'm not saying that you can't, cope how you need to or whatever, but beware that, again, chains and bondage come from attachment. So if you don't want the devil energy to be able to have such a hold over you, you really are going to have to question, is there something that I need to express that will set me free from this emotional prison? The devil's not going to do it for you. If anything, his goal is to keep you trapped exactly how you are right now. You are tied up. You see the chains on their neck. You see the rope around her whole body. You know what I mean? These are intense attachments. If you are so caught up on holding a grudge, or so caught up on anger, or holding on to a certain emotion, even if it's extreme joy, happiness, right? If you're so caught up in maintaining that and not expressing these things, and you're like, no, I'm going to just bottle it in, it's for me, I'm going to keep it for myself. Again, that's fine, but you will find sooner or later that is just as much as an attachment as, cocaine, drugs, any of those things that, sometimes emotions are worse than heroin. I wouldn't know, but I'm just, speaking metaphorically. Sometimes the things that bond us are worse than actual addictions. Now, if you have an addiction and you're working through addiction, understand that in order to free yourself, you're going to have to get into this space, into this emotional space, to truly understand, what triggered that addiction and what keeps that addiction relevant. I understand addiction is a disease. If you need help, seek help. Get help. You know what I mean? Like, I know it sounds all good and easy, get help, but I do understand that it's hard. So do your best to love on yourself during these times and try to get to the root of what causes you to need these things so dearly. This is a really deep attachment, okay, Capricorn? I want you to understand that if you don't heal yourself now, you will be imprisoned and enchained for a very long time. I don't know if enchained is a word, but... Alright, next card out. You've got fire, which you've got the Page of Swords. Somebody might want to tell you something. You might need to have a conversation with somebody in order to help free yourself from this. Okay, she might be the thing that comes and is able to cut you up out of this. The conversation that you might need to have with somebody could be the very thing that can help you to free yourself. Or somebody needs to tell you, hey, look, I see how you're moving. I'm worried about you. I see how you're moving and I'm not dealing with you anymore. I see how you're moving. And for me, I can't participate in your destruction. Okay. The Page of Swords is somebody that, again, they cut things off instantaneously, almost to the point that it's premature, it's not necessarily needed. You might have cut off a relationship, you might have cut off a job that really didn't need to be cut off. It needed work, it needed truth, it needed honesty, it needed more conversation, and you were like, fuck that, I don't want to express myself, so I'm gonna go dip out. And now you're looking back and you're like, okay, damn, I still feel all of those ways. It's been 4, 5, 6 years and I'm still triggered by some of the shit that's happened to me, which causes me then to fall into these negative patterns here. Okay? If you need to have a conversation with somebody, even if it's like, hey, listen, what you do is fucked up and fuck you, that's okay. Free yourself in the way that you need to. Holding on to all of these emotions and not expressing yourself isn't doing anything, for you. It doesn't save the other person, any sort of feelings, or it doesn't spare them in any way. Sometimes that lack of communication can be the exact downfall of a thing. So if you need to say something or have a communication, if it's family, if it's a job, if it's a partner, if it's an ex, whatever it is, allow yourself to feel how you feel and communicate how you feel. It's not necessary for you to bottle everything up and then hit the bottle. I'm just going to put that out there. I know a lot of Capricorns who they drink. Y'all can get down. Y'all can finish tequila, Hennessy, Crown, it don't matter what. Y'all get down. So I really want you guys to be mindful coming into this season. If you're moving into a new space with this Ace of Pentacles, take the opportunity to move to a new emotional space as well and go quickly. Okay? If you need to travel, if you need to get away, if you need to, remove yourself from something, allow yourself to do that. Give yourself as much honesty as you need to really get yourself into a better space. I love Capricorn. Some of my best friends have Capricorn placements, strong Capricorn placements. It's the father of the zodiac. It's very stern. It's very strict. So if you guys are out here doing things that you're not supposed to be doing and entertaining energies that are no good for you, eventually Saturn is going to come through, which is your ruling planet. It's going to come through and strip you of all of that, whether you like it or not. Like I mentioned before, some of you might have, been in jail. You might have DUIs. You might have certain things going on in your life that really affect you in ways that limit your freedom. So keep that in mind. On a lighter note, Capricorn, this is also your energy. You're showing up very strongly in your spread. That's great. You know what I mean? On the flip side of, some of those negative things, you showing up in your own reading is saying like, okay, no, I'm present. I'm here. I understand, that I have this work to do and I'm trying to navigate that the best way that I know how. Allow Saturn to kind of help you. Allow your ruling planet to come in and strip you of the things that are not serving you. If you are noticing that, you're ready for a change, but you're nervous, you're scared, there's something that's holding you back, there's something that's keeping you tied up, ask for help to strip you of things, relationships, people, places that you have no business being involved in order to facilitate your ascension, in order to allow you to grow in the ways in which you need to grow. And again, with this Page of Swords, you might be receiving a message from somebody, you might be getting a text, you might get a letter in the mail, you might get some piece of information that could also set you free. You could also find out, your time is going to be limited, your freedom is going to be restricted. So keep yourself above water as much as you can, Capricorn. Goats are, I don't know if you guys have ever seen goats, like the little mountain goats that be standing on the edge of air. I don't know what the hell them goats stand on, but they are chilling. Okay, they are good. You guys literally live your life on the edge and you are chilling. You guys are comfortable being in complete and utter, what some people like myself, there is no way in hell I'm standing on this much of rock. Okay, I can't. I whole ass can't. So applaud yourself for being that sign that is able to navigate and finesse and do these things with such grace. No other animal can do that. No other sign can navigate the things that you are challenged to navigate the way you can. A lot of signs, when faced with a mountain, they've got to go around it. They've got to figure out a way to try to tunnel through it. You guys literally are like, oh shit, this is fun. I'm going to hippity hop right over here and I'm going to look at me go. Like, shout out to y'all. You guys really face a lot of hardship and you overcome it so beautifully. So with that said, free yourself from toxic patterns that keep you trapped in places that you're at, especially when it's time for something new. Okay, if you know you have a cycle, if you know you have a pattern, if you know, and it very much so could have to do with money too. You know, you do have Ace of Pentacles on the board, and I'm telling y'all, Capricorns are all about the coin. If money is something that is an attachment for you and it keeps you bound, you need to check that. If you are frivolous with your money, tap in with that. Understand where that comes from and try to rein that in. If you are stingy with your money, you need to understand that at any given point, God can snatch exactly what he gave you straight away from you. Period. And sometimes the devil will come in and be like, here you go, here you go, here you go. If some of you know you're making money in a way you should not be wary. Okay? You don't want to end up in jail behind some fuck shit. Don't do it. If you know that you need money to get yourself out of a certain situation and into a new one, please do not resort to doing anything reckless. Okay? Because it might not turn out the way you think. You also have 2 8s on the board, which lets me know that these are patterns. That infinity symbol lets me know that this is something that you've been working through for either lifetimes, you know, multiple times in this lifetime. Try to understand the patterning of, you know, I'm offered something new. I get triggered to tie myself up. I get triggered to kind of either escape prematurely, run off prematurely, which ends up fucking me up and keeps me all bound up in my emotions. So then I drink. So then I have to receive a piece of information, or I have to go through something, or somebody has to slice me with some words in order for me to check myself. You don't want to always have somebody have to tell you something in order for you to check yourself when you know you're out of alignment. Okay, Capricorn? That said, again, I love me some Capricorns. Y'all drink, y'all, you know, work hella hard, but you guys are lovers. You guys are solid. You guys are so stable. So I really appreciate your guys' energy. I'm so happy to have done this reading. I'm keeping all the videos right around 20 minutes. So let me know if there's anything that, you know, resonates with you and you're like, yo, please go deeper. I would like longer readings. If it doesn't resonate at all, that's cool too. Look for your moon sign, look for a different sign, your rising, whatever. If you want a different spread, a different deck, let me know. Kind of keep me posted, give me feedback. And I look forward to reading for you guys in the future, Capricorn. Like I said, I have so many loved ones with Capricorn placements, Capricorn suns, moons, risings, whatever. You guys are strict, you guys are stern, but you guys are hardest on yourself. So be gentle with yourself, love on yourself, give yourself time to break free of these chains and these attachments in a healthy way. Okay, again, like I said, if you need help with addiction or anything like that, please do so. You're worth it. We need you. So I need you to take care of that. And just be mindful, again, if you're making money in a way that is not above board, that is not what Creator would have chosen for you, you know what I'm talking about, check yourself. You don't need somebody to come in and check yourself if you can do it for you. Have the conversations that you need to have with people. Let people tell you what they see. Let people hold you accountable. And allow yourself to be in a space that's more vulnerable so that you don't have to bottle up so much stuff. Okay, Capricorn? I love you. I'm here for you. Like I said, so many good Capricorn friends. So I really hope this video finds you well. Please tune in. I plan to do a collective reading for the astrological new year. Tap into that. And with that, I will let y'all go. I look forward to seeing you next month. And happy astrological new year, Cappies.